So when I think it was like 1995, I think it was that there was a small group of people, 23 of us, and my mom and my three oldest daughters, they were the only ones at that point, and I were part of a team of 23 people who prayer walked the California Mission Trail, and for 6 weeks, and it was during Lent. And anyway, one of the guys who was part of the group, he would always pick up a penny if he saw a penny on the road. And every time he'd pick it up, he would say, God will never leave me nor forsake me. And it's from Hebrews 13. And, sometimes we would wonder, so what does that have to do with money? Why is he saying that? Well, it's because since God will never leave me nor forsake me, I can be content with what he supplies. And I can know that he is going to take care of my needs and provide for me. And it's like it says right after that. So we say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I think it's a wonderful tradition. It's one that I carried on with my children until they were grown. It's one that I still do if nobody's watching. I'll pick up a penny and say, God will never leave me nor forsake me. And I have been known to make my children, when they found $1 on the road, say it 100 times. So anyway, that's a fun tradition for your families, and it's a great way to build that verse into their lives. Also along that line, when we were getting ready to move from California to Tennessee, and God had been very clear about us moving there, but it was a really hard move. My husband at that time did not have a job, and so we didn't have money, and we sold our house in California for enough to pay cash for almost completely for the house in Tennessee. But still we had to move out there. I had to pack up all the boxes. My husband was in Tennessee while I was still in California with the kids, with no car, and trying to get everything ready to move. And a friend of mine offered to watch the kids for me quite a few times. And on my way walking over to pick them up, because I didn't have a car. And it was like about, I don't know, maybe a mile or a mile and a half walk. So it was not a big deal or anything like that. It was kind of a nice break. But I remember one day when I was just going, oh, Lord, I do not know how this is going to happen, how we're going to be able to do this. I mean, how can we even afford to drive across the US to our new home? And I saw a penny while I was walking, and I picked it up and I said, God will never leave me nor forsake me. And when I say that verse, that whole context that I shared with you in the video today comes into my heart and my mind. And it just was like God saying, he was answering my questions, and he was saying, I will never leave you nor forsake you. And don't worry, what can man do to you? Don't worry, you can be content with what I give you. And he did, he provided for us. It was just wonderful. And the house sold a day after I put it on the market for more than I had asked. And I had two people who were competing for buying it. So, and then right after that was the economic fall, where the value of the house went down to a fourth of what I sold it for. So the timing was just perfect and everything too. So God he really, really, really took care of us. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I thought that's really cool. And I hope that it builds up your faith and also gives you a tradition that you can build into your family. And I didn't get permission from the man who taught us that, so I'm not going to say his real name, but we called him Benny Man, because on this walk that he was away from his wife for 6 weeks, she had given him a little bunny to carry in his pocket to remind him of her. So that was really sweet. All right, I love you all. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.